Good evening, family. Welcome to another episode of Chicken and Rice. This is our heavy content episode this week, all right? So, I am your boy. I am Pretty Boy Sean, okay? And my cousin here, who's got her mouth all rolled up because she don't like me saying that, that is the always sweet and beautiful Sawan. Sweet, a little bit of sassy. And we have a very interesting content to discuss. We ran across a video on Instagram. We're gonna give y'all a few seconds to watch this video here, and then we're gonna pick up with the question that was posed.
I have a question. My girlfriend makes $70,000 at her current job. She went to a job interview today. She calls me and tells me she got the job and she's going to be making $100,000 a year. The only problem is her ex from 5 years ago is the boss of the company. I tell her it's gonna make me uncomfortable knowing that she's gonna be around him all day, every day. I tell her if she takes the job, I'm leaving because I know I'm not gonna be able to handle it. If she loves me and wants to stay with me, she's not gonna take the job and she's gonna go somewhere else. My question is, am I doing too much? Does that make me insecure? If you were her, what would you do?
All right. So now that we got that out there, um, tell me what you're thinking about that, Sawan, before I unleash, as it were.
Before you blast off. I think it does scream insecurity. And I think it's a bit of a loaded question to me as well, because there are several factors that I think play into this. How serious was the relationship? How closely would she be working with this particular ex? You know, is this her dream job? You know, things of that nature kind of play into it. But it does, at the offset, it does scream insecurity. But I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I have other questions. You know, like, does it require them, overnight travel or whatever? If it doesn't, I don't know. But to me, it does scream insecurity. Because it's really no different than, I guess, her working around a bunch of guys. Would he allow that? Or would he have a problem with that? Me personally, would I like it? No, I don't think anybody would really care for that scenario. But if I don't know, but if this was, my significant other's, dream job or dream opportunity, it's like, well, it's not the ideal circumstance, but if you trust her, then I would say, why not? Or let's see what happens. But if it presents a problem, then, or at the first sign of problems or disrespect, then yeah, you have to come on up out of there. So that's kind of my take on it. At the offset, it screams insecurity to me, because you don't even know what the circumstance is with the job yet. She hadn't even given him an opportunity to be like, okay, yeah, he's being inappropriate. It's just nothing has even happened and you're already shooting it down. So what's your thoughts? Because you look like you are ready to blow.
Well, I'm gonna keep it together, right? We throw these words around, and then I don't really want to say that you're wrong. I don't think that you're wrong. I think what this kind of boils down to is past experiences, right? Because that's where insecurities, that's the source of insecurities, It's
Mhm.
past experiences.
Mhm.
So I will probably warn you right now. My thoughts on this is going to be laced with some experiences that I have had, because had this question been posed to me, 2, 3 years ago, I would have been right there with you, and
Mhm.
with everything that you said, 100%. Um, but with that being said, I want to drop this off by passing. And I don't know if I've mentioned this on one of our episodes before, because we use these words, insecurities and jealousies, and saying they're normally applied negatively, right?
Mhm.
And but I think in any good relationship, there needs to be a healthy form of jealousy and insecurity, right? You should not be so secure in your relationship that you just let anything go. Okay?
Mm.
You should
Hmm.
not be so, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't let things go because because you don't want to appear as quote unquote the jealous husband or the jealous spouse.
Mhm.
Um, you know, because I myself fell into that trap, of not wanting to be labeled as jealous or insecure. Okay.
Mhm.
So with all of that, the question that he asked was, if he told her, and this is the thing that gets me, or that kind of captures me, is that he told her that he felt uncomfortable. Okay.
Mhm.
This is not something he hid. He outright said that he told her that, what I'm saying, that he was uncomfortable.
Right.
So if he is um if he is voicing his discomfort of that, then I think that merits a conversation. Okay. We always talking about niggas don't be talking. Okay. Well, this nigga is talking loud,
Mhm.
and he's being very direct about what his concern is. Okay. So I just think that needs to be observed. I mean, we need to pay attention to that, because if we don't, then we'll keep on having this issues with men having trouble with communication. And I think that a conversation definitely does need to be had. I mean, his voice needs to be heard, right? And then I often hear the rebuttal is always, well, if he's taking care of stuff at home, then he shouldn't have to worry about certain things. Okay. But a husband's job, okay, is to look after the interests of their spouse. Okay.
Mhm.
That's a husband's job, to protect not just her physical life, but her heart as well. Okay. So if he anticipates that something that's going to, attack her physically or emotionally, he needs to say, hey, I don't like where this is going. Okay. I think you need to think about it. You might need to pull back. And then you
Mhm.
mentioned a dream job. Okay. This is the dream job. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Dream job, blah, blah, blah. And I don't want to, kick anybody's dream off. Okay. But
Mhm.
is it possible that a dream job can come twice in a lifetime? Is it
Mhm.
possible?
It's possible,
Okay. Is
but
it possible?
is it probable?
Okay. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let's deal with possible.
Okay.
Okay. If it's possible, okay, that a dream job can come twice in a lifetime, okay? Who's to say that if you miss this opportunity, that another one opportunity where because the one you pass up here might lead to another opportunity that's more in line with what you want than this other job. Okay? And it might even pay more. Okay? But a lot of times we have a limited mindset. And then we just got to say, oh, it's got to be over here. Okay? Or it's got to be over there. You know? But if you wait and let things develop, there might be something better coming around the bend. Okay? So that is, and I'm ready for you to give me your rebuttal, okay? Because when we play dominoes, we have a famous saying, all money ain't good money. And now I'm ready for your rebuttal.
Okay, so you used the word insecurity. You said things about throwing out insecurities and insecurities, which actually, are based on past experiences.
Yeah.
So my question to you would be, but what if your past experiences with somebody else and not your current? So is it fair to hold her to the same standard or the same regard or hold her in the same light as the woman prior to her? That's not fair, and two, and then we made the assumption that this is a marriage.
Right.
He didn't say wife or what, and so this might not be a marriage. And if they're not married, does that change the situation? But my first question was about it. What if she was not the cause of the insecurity? So should she be punished for another woman's mistakes?
Should she be punished for it? No.
Mm-hmm.
She should not be punished for it. But unfortunately, those that we love and those that love on us do receive, at least on a small level, some level of punishment for past sins. Okay? You just do. Okay? Now, I noticed I said small, okay? A small amount of punishment. You shouldn't receive all the punishment. If you do, that is, you know what I'm saying? That should be indicative on the fact that you need to do some more healing. You're not quite ready, okay? But we all deal with, small bits of things that affect, the people that we are in a relationship, what they deal with. We pay for the sins of the past in a small way. That is inescapable. You can't move past that. And there's no level, there is no level of therapy, and there is no antidepressant that is going to, eliminate that. Okay? You have to work with it. It's not going to be eliminated. But again, let me reiterate, those should be in small doses. And that should be stuff that should be communicated as well, before the fact and not after. Okay. The second part is, we assumed he did not say what kind of relationship this is. We assumed and we took the position that this was a married couple. Okay. Right. Because we do know there are relationships where there is cohabitation going on. Okay. And then there are those that are just, long, committed relationships. Okay. But cohabitation and, long committed relationships, okay, even though you're in a relationship, if you're not married, you're single.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're not married, you're single. So if this, you know what I'm saying? So if this is, you know, if you fall into, that realm of cohabitation or a committed relationship, you're still single. Okay. And you can really do what you want to do for your career. Okay. You've made no commitment to this person legally. So if you want to hear that person out, that's fine. That's sweet and all. And I'm not going to say you should or you shouldn't, but you don't have to. Okay. But for those that are married, I would hope that it would go without saying that this has to be discussed. Now, the other factors we talked about is, of course, the the nature of the, relationship past. And,
Mm-hmm.
you, you
Yeah.
know, it, I mean, there's a lot of meat there. Did I'm saying, did she know he was the hiring manager?
Yeah.
I'm saying, what was the nature of relationship? Is he in a relationship? It's just, there's a lot of stuff there that we
Mm-hmm.
can get from that very, very short video.
Right.
But it was enough in there to ask that question. And that was a very good question that I thought that was asked. But to me, is the brother insecure? Okay. Well, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's insecure. But I'm not going to label him as crazy because, you know what I'm saying? I don't get crazy, okay? It's normal to be insecure.
Yeah.
Okay? It's just normal. I would be, and like I said, I would be, you know, a lot worried. I would, well, not that don't even make any sense. It would be very peculiar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now there are people out there, they don't have no insecurities whatsoever. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They fine with themselves, they fine with other people. I mean, they could walk around the street naked in whatever condition and don't give 2 cents about it. You know, that ain't me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that secure. But the thing of it is that, but some people aren't. Okay. Most people aren't. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, and then if this is something where it's just, a date relationship or whatnot, I mean, if this is something that he can't move past, then it's probably some decisions that you have to make. You know, but come on, you smiling, the floor is yours.
I it's giving to me. I don't think that if the roles were reversed, um, he would view it as a problem. I don't think most guys, a lot of guys would view it as a problem if the roles were reversed, and
Yeah.
she was
Okay.
telling him she don't want him, working, making that kind of money,
Yeah.
working around his ex. I don't think that. I think he would be like, "Yeah, you tripping."
Yeah.
But for her, it's,
Yeah.
I don't want you to do it or I'm leaving. That's what
Hmm.
it's giving.
Hmm.
I don't
Okay.
think if the roles were reversed, I don't think that he would see a problem with it.
Hmm. Okay. Well, do you see a scenario where a woman would tell her man to take less money and not work with a girl who he had a relationship in the past? I mean,
Yeah.
let's give it the same circumstances, 5 years.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
And I think that it also depends on her level of interest in the relationship. You
Okay.
know, it depends on, whether she's there for love or for money. That, and that's true. Some women are in relationships for love and some women are in relationships for money.
What would you say the percentage is? Just off top of your head.
The percentage of women in relationships for money and for
And
love,
just off the top of your head. Don't think about it too long.
I don't, for money, maybe 60%.
60?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
And for
that's
love, maybe 40. Yeah.
that's
I
a
think
large percentage. So given that you said 60%, you would still say the woman is gonna tell a man to not take more money regardless of the circumstances?
if she's in the 60%, then yeah, she's gonna tell him to go ahead and take that go ahead and take that job. I don't care who's there. If she's in the 40%, then no. I don't give a damn how much they paying. Uh-uh. Those are my feelings.
Okay.
Me personally, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I don't. I really don't. It would just depend on the situation and how I felt about the situation in its entirety. Who the ex was, blah 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 blah. It would really depend on the situation.
Yeah, and then again, I would also, just from looking at that video,
Mm-hmm.
I would have to assume that there is trouble in paradise,
Yeah.
you know, because I don't know. I just think that when we are faced with difficulty at home, and what I'm saying, we're experiencing difficulty in places that are supposed to be our place of peace, you know,
Mm-hmm.
our mental defenses start to weaken. And
Yeah.
we tend to look at some things that we would not have looked at before,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So, maybe this is not about the money or the dream job at all. That's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just about a feeling that she was experiencing at that time.
Yeah.
Okay. The job offer and the ex, that could be completely coincidental.
Mm-hmm.
That could be completely consequent, what I'm saying? Consequential. But sometimes it's all about the frame of mind that you're in, that
Yeah.
the what you do. But that's why you kind of have to have this centered, healthy, what I'm saying, healed life, so you don't end up making these negative life altering decisions when you're going through hard times.
Yeah. Because for me, the jump from if you take it, I'm leaving is a bit dramatic for me. I think that part right there is what screams insecure to me.
Okay.
Um, that just screams, it's like that's a really big leap from, you know, but it screams to me again, insecure and doing too much. So he asked, am I doing too much? Yeah, I think you are doing a little too much. Because my thing is you have to have trust in a relationship, you know, and if we go with the scenario that she's been good and hasn't given him a reason to distrust her, then, you know, and then the fact that that, most likely she's been the one that to tell you that, yeah, my ex is the hiring manager or it's his company or whatever the case may be. The fact that she was able to tell you that speaks volumes about her character and her being transparent. But I don't know, it just screams insecurity to me. It really does. It screams, and it might be a little bit of jealousy there too. You know, that's a whole nother layer to this, is that you not only are you going to, possibly be making more money or making as much money as me. And so now that's messing with my manhood. I'm feeling emasculated because you're either making more than me or as much as me. So not only is that happening, but you're doing that with another man. So that's what it's kind of given too, is that
no less.
An
ex, no less.
Yeah, so your ex, another man, is able to provide you with something that I can't provide you with. He's able to, afford you a lifestyle that I can't afford you with. That I can't afford you. So that's what it's given to. Not just the fact that it's an ex, it's the fact that another man is putting money in your pocket and not in a way that I can't.
Okay, but but if that's the case, what kind of advice do you give to a man with that level of insecurity? What do you tell him to do?
Me personally, if I haven't given him a reason to be insecure or to distrust me, and he's given me that kind of ultimatum, then my response will be, bye. I'm gonna take it, because that type of insecurity doesn't get better. It only gets worse. Again, especially if I haven't given you a reason to distrust me.
Okay.
And I've been transparent.
Okay, so, but sometimes, just because sometimes there may be, you may feel that you haven't given them any reason to distrust, but maybe, what if there's already some distrust in him, in you already, that perhaps he has not discussed with you?
Then that's a him problem.
Okay.
He should have discussed it. So my thing is, if you haven't discussed it, you don't know that it's an issue of distrust. If you haven't discussed it, that means you are solely going on your perspective alone. You haven't even considered my input or my portion or my thoughts or whatever on the situation. You are solely going on your own, whatever you've seen or heard or have come up with in your head. You haven't even considered my input. So you might have created this whole situation that's telling you that I'm not trustworthy, and I haven't had the privilege of a conversation to clear up any misunderstandings.
Okay, so we got the negative side of insecurity, okay? And that all sounds beautiful, very well said. But just for the sake of argument in this video, let's jump to the other side. And let's just say that for the sake of the episode, that there is a reason to distrust based on some solid past experiences within that relationship. Then what?
Then I got some decisions to make. Then it's going to be between which is more important. Is it my relationship or is it my career? That's basically what it is.
So are we not even, is the discussion of the distrust, which is founded, I'm not talking about any unfounded shit. Okay. Right. I'm talking of behavior.
Okay.
That either happened or is happening.
Okay.
Okay. So what then? Talk to me. Okay. I get the negative side. You know what I'm saying? But let's say, for the sake of argument, that there is legitimate reason to a legitimate reason for pause. Okay. How
So
do how do you go about doing that situation? And somebody expresses that they are uncomfortable. Okay, given past, you know what I'm saying, patterns of behavior. What is it? What I mean, what do you do?
well, we have to figure out first of all where we are in our relationship, you know. And the thing is if there has been something in the past that has happened that the woman or the female has done that has caused distrust in her relationship, then they have to figure out, well, are we going to move on from it, or are we going to sit here and harp on it, or how long are you going to hold my feet to the fire? You know, how long am I going to be nailed to the cross for this or these indiscretions that I've done in the past? So are we going to ever move forward from it? Or am I going to be punished for the duration of this relationship because of something that I did in the past? And if that is the case, then for me personally, then the damage has been done, or irreparable damage has been done. So it's probably best that we go our separate ways, because to me, it's going to come up again if it's not, you know, this job and the boyfriend or ex-boyfriend or whatever. It's going to be something else. And it's
Mhm.
always going to be something else until you decide that I'm no longer wearing the scarlet letter. Because for me, it's like if you're going to move forward with something, and that's another thing in relationships that people don't do. If you're deciding to move forward, then move forward.
Mm-hmm.
And so what it is, because you can't forgive somebody, you know, and we were talking about this in church actually, about forgiveness. And it's like you forgetting is a part of forgiveness. You know, because you can't, you know, you hear people say, I'll forgive you, but I won't forget. That's not real true forgiveness, because true forgiveness means you wipe the slate clean, you know. And so if that's what we are doing in the relationship, if we are wiping the slate clean on my side or his side or whatever, then we need to do just that. And you can no longer keep holding my feet to the fire of my past. And if that's what we're going to, again, like I said, if that's what we're going to continue to do throughout this relationship, it's best for us to cut our losses and go our separate ways.
All right. All right. Um, I don't I don't personally, I don't feel that anything that you are saying is incorrect.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I just wonder, you know, to me, I just wonder about the practicality of it all.
Mm-hmm.
Because because what you said is true, right? It is true. But we understand, how the scale of emotions and logic work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When emotions is high, logic is low.
Mm-hmm.
When logic is high, emotions are normally low. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes what is said emotionally, without logic, okay, can not only just tear down the relationship, but can tear down the other person and just really
Yeah.
kind of them down. And that
Mm-hmm.
and all that does is further, what I'm saying, move that to that insecurity that makes it over to that negative side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See, that's the part that, what I'm saying, we got to avoid. Okay. But
Mm-hmm.
it seems like in these kind of situations that that breakdown of the other person seems to happen. Like, is there, I mean, are we doomed you know what I'm saying, go through that painful path? Okay? Or do we say, wait a minute, what is really important here?
Mm-hmm.
That's my takeaway. What here is really important? Okay, we can talk about trust and insecurity and jealousy and all things of that nature, but I think the first question that you really have to address is what is really important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's where it starts and ends. Okay.
Yeah.
Because if the quote unquote dream is important, if that just kind of takes over, there's no reason to talk about the trust factor then.
Yeah.
If that's just kind of how I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just kind of how I feel.
I just don't feel like him in that scenario, for his willingness and the quickness of him to leave the relationship, it's giving I'm not over what you did, and I'm not ever gonna get over what you did. That's
Well,
what it's given to me. And if that's where they are in the relationship, then like I said before, it's just best to cut your losses and move on. Because at what point am I going to be forgiven? Am I never going to be forgiven?
yeah,
Is this going to be how it is for the rest of my life? Because if it is, I want out.
right. Yeah, I can get that. And you do kind of get the sense that he's already got one foot out the door anyway.
Yeah. Because it's not, it's leaving is easy.
Yes.
Leaving is easy.
Yeah.
Staying and working on it is hard.
Yes.
And leaving is you are, and the thing with relate, you always have that option.
Yeah.
Leaving is always on the table. You're not
In any relationship,
you always have the option to leave.
That's it.
And so because that option is always there, the fact that he is so quick to exercise that option further lets me know his state of mind and or the state of the relationship.
Right.
And the way from where I'm sitting, I would say tell homegirl, go ahead and take that job, sis. Go ahead and take it. Because he's screaming insecure. And like you said, insecurity is not necessarily a bad thing. It's not. But it can be a bad thing if you're not willing to work past it or work through it. And the fact that he like, I'm out, lets me know he ain't willing to work through it. And so, because if you really, really, truly love somebody, it's leaving is not going to be that easy. If that were my situation, yeah, I might not be happy about it, but leaving is not going to be my first line of defense. I'm going to be mad. I might pitch a fit. I might, make life, uncomfortable for a little while, but leaving, because like I said, I always have that option to go at any time. I can always pack my stuff and go.
Yeah.
So, child, sis, take that job, girl. If this is a real person, girl, look at me. Take the job, girl, because take that job, girl. He ain't gonna never forgive you. He ain't gonna never get over whatever it is you did, or whatever it is that the 10 women before you did, or whatever. He's still holding on to some crap, probably from elementary school. And girl, just go ahead and take that job, get your paper, and elevate.
Not elementary school though.
Elementary school, girl. If your ex is still single, he done got his stuff together, he got his little business or whatever. Girl, see what's up, you know?
Ah,
This might be God opening that door for you. You know, you've been with this fool and you sick of his shenanigans. You know, you sick of him mistreating you, right? You've been wondering, is there more for me out there? This is it, sis. This is it.
the
If you
devil
looking for
opens
a
doors
sign,
too.
girl, this is your sign. Get that paper, boo boo. Go and get your paper.
The devil opens
Best
doors too.
the best revenge, like Beyonce said, the best revenge is your paper. Don't listen to Sean over there. Sean is friends with your soon to be ex, girl. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him, girl. Get your paper. Take that job, sis. Take that job. And by virtue of the fact that he even put this out here to ask, is he doing too much? He already knew that he was. You know what I'm saying? Girl, take that job, sis. Take that job. Look me up, girl. We'll go for drinks to celebrate. You know what I'm saying? Sean can't come. Sean can't come.
I want to go on record as saying I do not know this gentleman. I'm going on record. I'm getting close to the camera. So y'all, I do not know who he is. I don't know him. Okay? I don't know him.
It sounded like y'all go way back. It sounded like you know this dude personally, and you know what the situation is, which is why you taking the position that you take.
We go all the way back to 2 days ago. We go way back. 2 days and 30 seconds.
Damn, not the 30 seconds, man.
Yeah, because I've known this brother for 30 seconds.
Dang. But this was an interesting little video. This was light. It wasn't too heavy because we got some heavy stuff coming up next week. So we needed something a little lighthearted.
Yeah.
Sean be texting me all kinds of stuff during the day. I'm just like, Lord.
Man,
I'm have something happy next week. Something happy. Something happy happen. Can somebody do something happy?
Man, what's happening Wednesday, man, it's gonna be.
Yeah, why can't somebody like just come rent a hot air balloon or something,
right?
And just start dropping just hundreds of dollars just from the sky. You know what I'm saying? Why can't somebody do something like that and do it around where I'm at? And I can just take my trash back out there and just get all these hundreds. Do something like that so we have something happy to report. Huh?
Or better yet, do it where I'm at.
No, do it where I'm at. Do it where I'm at. Do it where I'm at. You don't need them.
Okay, but do it where I'm at first.
No. It was my idea, so you don't even. You get your own idea. Get your own idea.
No, your idea is good. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm not.
It's my idea.
Not insecure in that sense. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And to listen to you, because that's a good idea. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bring that hot air balloon and rain money on both of us.
No, just on me. Just on me.
No,
we're about to get real silly. Let's get our asses up off of here. We both tired. I am particularly tired. I am particularly tired. So we're gonna see y'all next week for what's happening Wednesday. But this was very interesting. This is very interesting. We know where cousin Sean stands. So all you ladies out there, if your ex is giving you a good opportunity, just know if you with him, it's gonna be a hell to the nizzle. Sean said, hell no, you won't go. That's what Sean's saying. You ain't going. You gonna be broke and with him. You ain't going.
Don't,
He said he don't care how much money it is. You just it's that.
put it. Don't put that on me. Don't put that on me.
They watched the episode. They are the episode speaks for itself. You
Don't put that on me.
Don said you ain't going. You gonna stay with that boring job that you working right now. He said you better make that little piece of job that you got there. You better make that money work because you ain't going over there with him.
Oh,
you don't care if it's your dream job.
Just talk to your boy. That's all I want.
She did talk to you, and you still said, "If you go over there, I'm leaving." That's what he said. That's what homeboy said. I'm gonna leave, and then said, "Am I doing too much?" I'm gonna leave. That's what he said.
Oh man. Oh.
Yeah, we have to get off of here.
Okay, but
my eyes are getting lower and lower and lower.
That's him, not me. I'm a different person.
Said you ain't going. So yeah. On that note, we gonna see y'all next week.
Peace out, guys.